can't afford to run the gas heat anymore, so.
Don't turn on the heat, the actual heat, just the flame, just the light. So it's been a very busy few months around our house. Right before Christmas, I got a wild hair one day, and we wound up buying this old house. It's on Walnut Street. It actually has a name, Oakview. It was built in either 1891, like this big rock says, or it was built in 1900, like the real estate agent, the listing said. I'm inclined to believe the rock over the listing of the real estate agent, but that's one thing we got to figure out. So we were really busy. We were moving all during the month of December. We were trying to get moved in before Christmas so that our family could come and visit us during Christmas. And we did some renovations before we moved in. And then we had a big list of things that were kind of emergency items that we wanted to get shored up. And we got those figured out. Those are starting next week. So we've been in, it's the second week of January now. We've been in, we're almost totally moved in. Almost all the boxes are unpacked. And we're trying to nail down kind of what our plan is for renovations and repairs. The house is in pretty good shape. And before we moved in, we had a decent idea of kind of some of the big projects we wanted to do. But what we're going to do today is run through every room, and I'm going to make a list of all the things that we need to do in each room of the house and come up with rubber meets the road. Now, if you want to test your marriage, I would say do this. Buy an old house and take two people and try to get them to agree on what they think every nook and cranny of that house needs to look like. So I have an idea of what I think, and I'm sure Emily has an idea of what she thinks. And today we're going to try to figure out, are we on the same page? And I know we are on a lot of things, but I know we're completely on different pages on some other things. So that's what we'll get worked out. We'll come up with our list, and then we have to prioritize the list. We've got months and months, if not years, of renovations that we're going to be doing to the house, and we'll come up with our list. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at organizing lists and getting projects done. This is why we're buying the old house. This should be fun. I guarantee we will break out into a fist fight before this is over with. I'll show you my neighbor's house. So you can kind of see my neighbor's house. The lady who lived in that, she grew up in that house, and she took it over from her parents, and she's a contractor, and they've redone the whole house over many, many years. And I think it was built either a year before or a year after our house. It's beautiful. They've done a great job on it, and I may hire her to do some of the stuff that we do over here. We've talked once. We met. They're very nice. Ooh, it's cold out here. I wish this old house had sent a long sleeve shirt for my work gear, since I'm an official crew member.
Or a fleece.
Or a fleece. This old house, could y'all send some more? And Emily's going to need stuff too, because she's an official crew member as well. So we're going to start on the front porch. There's snow out. There's really nothing to do there. It's a brick walkway. Not going to do anything, right?
Well, we're going to change the landscaping.
What are we going to change?
Well, I don't know yet, but...
Emily doesn't like these bushes, but I like them. So we'll argue over that.
He'll get his way.
So the front of the house is wood, and it's in decent shape. The front porch is in decent shape. Ceiling is blue and...
It looks like plywood.
Plywood. That was probably that was probably beadboard earlier.
The chandelier's got to be changed.
Chandeliers changed.
And the shutters have got to be changed.
And then we're thinking we're going to do shutters, like real shutters that cover the whole window, like restore them. But the clad, leave it. So the wood clad up here is in pretty good shape all around the front. The rest of the house is covered in vinyl siding, and I think we're going to take that off. What about the front door?
I don't know. There are issues with the doors, but...
There's like an original wood door, but it's not really meant to be security, so they've put these metal storm doors on with a deadbolt in it. I don't think they look terrible, and they serve the purpose, and they're on every door. So...
But they're also painted royal blue, so...
Emily doesn't like the royal blue. So the walls are all white. The roof is green. The shutters are green. And then we've got blue doors. So you want to paint the doors?
Yeah.
We're going to refinish the doors. I don't know if they'll be painted or wood.
All right.
Other than that, I don't want to do much on the front porch. I want a rocking chair right there and maybe a swing. And maybe put beadboard on the ceiling when we do the outside. Let's go inside.
Come on in, Bob.
All right, so there's the blue door we were just talking about. And we will not change that. I think our goal with this whole house is to leave as much in it as we can. So what do you want to do in here? The first thing she said when we saw the house was, I'm going to rip out all that wallpaper.
And I am.
Do you still feel that way?
It's got to, the colors have got to change.
It's grown on me, but...
the problem is, we got to figure out what's behind it, because it does not feel like it's drywall.
Paneling. I guarantee it's paneling underneath. So we're just going to have to take up some of the wallpaper and figure out what's underneath. It goes all the way to the ceiling.
Of the second floor.
And goes all the way, it's all around the second floor. And they did a good job when they put it in. It's just...
So I also will be honest, when I first looked at the house, I also said every light has to be changed. And they've actually grown on me. Except for the ceiling fans upstairs and 2 of the bedrooms.
Yeah, most of the light fixtures, like this, seems to be original.
No.
But this is not plastic. I mean, these are all glass. This seems to be, if not original, it's really old. I mean, it wasn't original because they didn't have electricity in the house. And they've cut the floorboards up, they've cut open to run the electrical for this. So I know this was added at some point. But it's still really old. And the same thing for other rooms. But they've also put a paneling on this ceiling, which is drywall with an edge on it. And there's no telling what's under that. I want to do that. I want to rip all that down. There's probably beadboard maybe underneath it. It has hardwood floors.
We're just going to refinish them all the same color.
Yeah, the whole first floor has pretty much hardwood throughout, but they've been added over time. And we're going to refinish those to match. And then we'll get to the bedroom, but this is the only room that does not have hardwood in it. It had carpet. So let's talk about the carpet. Max and I and Mom and Molly, the steps were covered. Yeah, and Zach helped pull the edges off. All the staples out of it. This was all covered in carpet. Blue.
No, green, thick carpet.
It was blue.
It was green.
That was red.
It was green.
This was blue, and the upstairs bedrooms were blue.
It was green.
It was not green.
It was.
I'll show you in the video what. All right, I got the carpet ripped off the steps, and now just the carpet pad. There was green. There was another layer of green underneath the blue that was here. It was a dirty bluish green, we'll call it that. But it was all under this. So these are oak. I'm assuming that's oak, and that's thick. These things are thick. So we're gonna, the treads, all these floors will get refinished with like a darker brown. The treads on that will be the same color. We'll refinish this the same color. The risers and all the trim in here will get painted, I'm guessing white. And then you're wanting wallpaper on the walls?
Depending on what's underneath, yes, I would like to put wallpaper back, but if there is wood shiplap, then I don't know what we'll do after that.
I think there's going to be paneling. There may be wood underneath that. So, is that everything in here? In the entry?
I think so.
The HVAC system is fine, but all this is going to be fully restored. Probably strip all the paint off of it.
But all the details will stay the same.
All the details, we won't redo any of the trim.
Unless we rip out the ceiling.
Yeah, the only thing coming out of here, that ceiling will come out at some point. But none of this other trim's going to get redone. The front door will be totally restored and probably be wood grain. If not, we'll paint it. But that will probably wind up being a wood front door, because I bet underneath all that paint is a very beautiful door that's been there a long time.
It was green.
That's not green.
It
that's
is
blue.
green. It is a sage green to match the walls.
Looks blue to me.
Okay.
But those are gonna be great. They just wrap up.
You won't be picking out any of the colors for the house.
Yeah, I'm not picking any colors and anything. Emily's the decorator. I'm the grunt work. I do things like rip out carpet, pull millions of staples. All right, let's go to this is what, living room?
Shades.
Yeah, every room we're gonna do shades, because these windows are very tall. Like, I can't even reach all that. I'm a short person. And then the ceilings go past that. So we're thinking we're gonna put in every room with those tall windows at least, motorized shades to make those go up and down. We'll keep all the trim in here. We'll keep this trim around the top. This is like some kind of tin, maybe?
It's either that or it's like a part of it's like a thick wallpaper.
The floor, she did not like this little, I guess, walnut piece that's inlaid in the floor. It's just a square. But other than that, it's got hardwood floors. We'll paint the light, keep the light.
Yes.
I like that light.
And the couch is not ours, so it will go.
This is Molly's couch. We're storing it for her. Other than that, this room will pretty much stay the same. It's just going to be a TV.
Just couch and lamps and pictures.
Couch, lamp. Hang some stuff on the wall after we get painted. We haven't hung anything on the walls, you know, because there's all kind of, like, this room's not terrible, but a lot of the rooms have stuff like this. And then I want to get everything. And the trim will change. All the trim in the whole house will be white. So all the trim will get kind of restored and painted. I've debated on with Emily about doors. Do we make these wood grain doors with white trim? Like strip all the paint off or leave them white? They're old doors. And they have really pretty hardware. At a minimum, we'll clean off the hardware and it'll at least be metal. And then we'll deal with the doors. But you can see they've just painted over. I mean, that's great old hardware. And you can see the doors are in really good shape. Is that all in this room?
I think so.
This room's just basically a paint.
Kind of things.
Let's go to dining room. We're still moving some stuff in. Let me go down here and film the.
I mean, the dining room is large.
It is very long. Like, go to stand all the way at the end.
Which is good for us and our family.
We have a lot of kids.
So it'll be.
So there's two big windows down there. The fireplace, the guy who lived here, I guess, they left it. That's going to a landfill near us.
It's not a land.
We'll sell it, I guess. Turn it on, Mom. I mean, this is nice. Let's turn that on. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Well, I will say.
Let's turn on the heat. Let's turn on some heat in here. Oh, man. It is pretty hot already. Do you feel that?
When we were looking at the MLS, there were lit fireplaces.
Yeah, upstairs. There's no fireplace on the first level except in a wall right over there.
It was ripped out over our bedroom. So I was excited about the fireplaces, but we get here and all the gas has been shut off to them and there's no chimney, so they can't function.
Yeah, they killed the chimney off when they put the metal roof on. We're going to keep this fixture. This is glass. And I really like this. Emily wanted to take this out. We're not.
It just needs to be painted. And I really hate that they painted the molding because it's so dark you can't see the details on it. So I don't know how we'll fix that.
We'll repaint it.
A large dining room table for at least 12 people.
Huge, custom built, old-timey looking table.
The fireplace will be gone, and then there'll probably be
Paint the walls.
a buffet or something in here other than that.
That's really it. Nothing else in this room. This is another easy room. Fix the paint, get it the color we want, put a huge table in, done.
Maybe wallpaper, don't know yet, depends on what happens in there.
No wallpaper. All right, where next? Kitchen. All right, before we go in the kitchen, there's this room and there's wall here. But this goes around and goes to our kitchen. Let's go this way, which is another way into the kitchen. Here we've got the washer and dryer in the kitchen. It looks like a 1950s, maybe a 1940s-esque kitchen that's not ever really been...
It's massive also, it's too big.
And then there's a pantry that you walk into there.
It's massive.
That's unheated or uncooled, which is fine. Go ahead and open that and turn the light on. So we got plenty of storage. I mean,
I just eventually want to change out the shelving in here and the floor. And then maybe...
We'll put flat shelves in there. It's got... The cabinets are not good. The windows are all fine. They're all in a good place.
The blinds have to change.
We're going to change the... I don't think we'll put motorized shades in here. We'll probably put plantation shutters maybe, or we'll do blinds. But these are plastic. We'll get rid of those.
So the washer and dryer is leaving.
The washer and dryer is going to come out. There's an electrical panel. The whole house did not have electricity when they built it in 1891, and the electrical panel's actually outside on the back porch. So that's going to move. We're going to flip it. It's going to go right here on the inside. So this is going to get ripped out. This is moving to a laundry room, which we'll go to next. But this will be a desk. This will be Emily's desk.
Eventually, I would like to open this up to that wall will stay, but open this up to the den. But it's a load-bearing wall, so a beam will have to come into play.
So all this gets ripped out. This will be probably
There's
still
a
countertops.
seating area.
Let's go and
No, this
like the
wall is
refrigerator.
gone.
Do what?
This is all open.
But there'll be a
No.
countertop here.
No. It's all open.
See, here's our big disagreement. But this goes into this room, which is the den.
But we haven't talked about
Hold on.
anything in the kitchen.
So there's closets here. So that's coming out. And what are you saying? It's going to be just open to the kitchen?
Yes.
No, it's going to be a seating area, a bar.
No, when I said
Countertop.
seating area, I meant a seating area, like seats, not
Like a table?
or not a table, but just something. Just
A bar.
No.
A
not
countertop.
bar. No, we have never utilized a countertop like that. We're not putting that in the house.
We've got this step down, which is one thing. So the refrigerator's not going to be here, obviously. The refrigerator will probably go over in this corner. This will actually probably lay out pretty much the same. The cabinets will replace. We'll probably get rid of that area up top. You can see they've put this hood in that for some reason they put it in tilted. But I mean the oven, we're going to live in it for now.
Well, the problem is
We may replace the oven.
stove that they replaced was probably an old-fashioned massive stove. Or it had a cabinet here.
This door goes out to like a side yard. So whatever. There'll be cabinet, maybe another cabinet here, or maybe we put in a bigger stove. Don't know. So I still don't understand what's going on here.
We differ on this, so I'm not going to argue on camera.
What is it?
It's just an open area.
I know it's going to be completely open.
Yes.
But what is it? It's just going to be a counter.
No, we don't need a counter. What do we need the counter for?
You got to have something between the two spaces.
What's the point of putting the beam and a counter? Just then leave it kitchen cabinets and don't open it up. I don't understand.
I think we open it up.
Well, this is what would probably be one of the last things we do, so.
Yeah, kitchen will be, I hadn't decided where it's going to rank on the priority list, but I mean, the kitchen is fine. We use it every day. The appliances are all fine. It lays out pretty well. The only thing really bad about it is just the cabinets are old and wonky. And then we got to get this out. We have to move this in order to move the electrical panel. So they're coming to move that. That's already on, we're already on schedule to get this moved and to replumb the whole house. And then the electrical. So we've already kind of started renovations. What else on this? Ceiling fans? No.
No, there's gonna be lights.
There's supposed to be lights. And above here, this is like the 4th edition, I guess, that they ever did. So like the dining room is part of the original house. And then I think above the dining room there was probably a porch, and they've closed that in and made it rooms, which we'll go over.
That used to be the kitchen.
That used to be the kitchen. There used to be a fireplace, we think, where that fireplace is, but it's gone, obviously. But that room used to be part of the original house, and then they added on, they closed in the back porch probably, and then we think they probably added this room on next. There's a basement underneath this, and then this kitchen is just on a crawl space. So they either added both these, we haven't done the research, but that was added at one point, so was this, and then there was a 5th where they put basically this little jut out and a covered patio, probably a 5th edition. So it's been added onto over the years. And we're not really planning to change any of that. All right, let's do this room.
The bathroom.
Nah, we'll come back to the bathroom. All right, so same thing, back door, we'll restore the door. There will be something go on here, we will decide later. But that's all coming out.
The shelving's coming out, it'll just be a flat wall.
Yeah, this room's going to be, there's a door there that goes into another room, which they were using as an office. But this is all going to get, this is all just going to be one wall. The door's going to come out, the shelving's going to come out.
The jet out has to stay there.
The jet out probably has to stay because it's got plumbing in it that we'll have to keep. We're going to move that stove probably over there, and you want to buy a mantle or something
Just
to go
a
around
fake
it?
mantle,
Fake
yeah.
mantle. We'll post our lockers up against the wall at that point. They'll fit.
Yeah, because they'll be able to scoot over.
Those shelves will come out.
But other than that, it's maybe change the shape, the
all these.
shutters.
I like these, but literally to open them and close them, it takes 30 minutes. So if you want to come in every morning and open all those, you better have 30 minutes on your hands because there's literally 6,000 of them.
And just paint.
We'll paint. Now, big issue in here, there is foundation. This was the only room, so you can go along and see that the trim is separating here. Now, this whole house is unlevel. Like you can see there, completely unlevel. And you can see here, like when they framed this, this was unlevel. You can see literally. And if you look at this floor, it literally, probably there to there, is probably 5 inches of difference.
That doesn't bother us. We're not fixing that.
We're not fixing any of it because the foundation, it is unlevel, but we've had foundation people come and look, and there's literally no problem with any of it. But this wall in the basement, there's water, and it's caving the wall in. So that wall, they're coming in 3 weeks to fix that. That's the only foundation issue we found. We're going to put some piers under as well, but other than that, we're leaving it unlevel, and it's unlevel, but it is settled. That's the only piece that's moving over here, and it's separating the trim. But everything else trims tight throughout the house. What else in this room?
That's it. Whatever we decide to do here.
Laundry room. Let's go in there.
Why don't we just stay focused on...
We're going to come back to bathrooms. I want to do all the bathrooms. Because that bathroom we're going to be fighting about. You ready to go to... I got to get my boxing gloves out.
So no bathrooms? All right, so this is because the chimney is back there.
Well, let's just look in this front room. This is our bedroom. So this was not a bedroom when we started, but they were using it as a bedroom. I'm sure this was like some kind of room.
It had a fireplace.
But there was a fireplace in here, and there's no fireplace now. Oh!
Oh Lord!
Oh Lord!
Please say you didn't break that.
It's just a finished wall.
Can you go fix that, please, before it cracks?
Yeah.
All right, so my fireplace, not there. It's there, but not there.
We will not refinish that anytime soon.
So
But they put this little cubby hole in.
there's 2 cubby holes just so, and there's more of the carpet that was in the bedroom.
So behind that is a brick fireplace. It is the entire width of this wall. We'll probably wind up keeping this because this goes down a hall to a bathroom. We'll come back to this. This will be like the master bathroom. And then there's this room. This is where we're gonna, so that's the door that goes into that room we were just in the den. That's gonna get deleted. And then this is the, sorry, there's stuff in the way. This goes through a door into that bedroom. So we'll keep that door. We're gonna keep this door. We'll replace these. And then what we're thinking
Is washer and dryer.
washer and dryer. So this becomes a laundry room and the rest of a master closet. So Emily's closet, we were going to build a wall and actually build a closet, but now I think we're thinking just bolt on finished furniture. I don't know.
Make it look like a piece of furniture, like an old time, with the way they did closets back in the day.
I don't know about that. But anyway, we'll figure something out. The closet's going to come to here. This door stays the same. Closet will eat up this from here all the way to there. And we've got plenty of room. Even if we build a wall, we've still got plenty of room to have a big, huge closet there. With doors on the front. That bathroom, if that becomes a master bathroom, you'll see in a second, it's not big enough. It doesn't even have a shower in it. So we're thinking this wall will come this way. So washer, dryer, open space, wall comes this way, and bathroom gets bigger. This will be the first, we're going to open up this wall. This is the first wall we're going to dive into. Because they're coming next week to move the washer and dryer.
Needs to be changed.
Yep. Windows, great big tall windows. We're not going to change anything else in this room. So basically, master closet, increase the master bath, and add a laundry area to get the laundry out of the kitchen. We'll miss that, won't we? What else?
It's nice to look out that window, though.
You ain't gonna be looking out the window in here. Mm-hmm. And then this bathroom, so now we can start talking about bathrooms down here.
Come on in, it's a tight fit.
It is tiny.
Come on in. There's a lot of cabinets.
Lots of cabinets, tall ceilings. It's not in bad shape.
The clawfoot tubs are staying. We have 2 of them.
That's a clawfoot tub. We'll keep that. This sink will come out. Mm-hmm. And I think what we're thinking is this wall's going to go that way. And then we'll probably put a sink wherever the wall goes to, and then a shower in this corner. Keep the clawfoot tub, no shower. The problem is when we open this, there's a bathroom upstairs, and when they replumb the house, we're going to figure out where the plumbing is. It's somewhere in these chases or in these walls. What else? It's not a bad bathroom. It's grown on me. The first time I saw it, I didn't like it. The only thing that's really wonky is this sink's right in. It just was really cramped.
It's just a very tight bathroom.
Tight. Emily's always asking me to get in the tub with her. And
We don't have enough hot water though.
our hot water heater is not big enough. Is that everything? Oh, first floor is done except for this bathroom. Let's go argue about it. Now, when we first saw the house, our idea was we were going to close this off. There was an idea that we might close this completely off and just make this all kind of a big master suite.
We don't need that.
Rip the bathroom, rip all this out, but we did not know there was a chimney in the wall. There's literally this whole thing is filled with chimney. So you can't move that unless you rip the chimney out. And we just don't need that much space. I think if we move this wall back to where this door is, washer and dryer's here, and then you've got a room with everything you need.
It might
Leave
look
all
awkward.
this.
I mean, it might be an awkward looking room when it's all said and done,
I
but
think it'll be fine.
I mean, we might not even build my closet all the way to this wall just so it's not, I don't know.
I don't think you do those floor to ceiling closets. You're gonna have to put stuff, if you frame out a closet, you're still gonna have to put all the shelving and stuff in it. You might as well just buy a pre-built with all the shelving built into it. Kim Kardashian style, all the way to the ceiling, custom.
What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means.
I'll show you on the internet.
So you just bolt it to the wall and you don't build a wall?
Yeah.
So you're just buying a big piece of furniture?
You're just buying custom closet. It literally just sits on the floor and goes up as high as we
We might
want.
not even need to take up to the side of the door though for the bathroom. I mean, I don't know.
Regardless, we've got plenty of space to make a very nice, it'll be a really nice bathroom when we're done. It's gonna have a clawfoot tub, a stand-up shower.
Even if we don't finish it for with the shower and we just redo the size that it is right now.
We won't. We're gonna move that sink and we might as well build the shower. It's gonna be nice. The only thing that I don't like about it is we will probably not close the toilet into its own room, into like a water closet, because there's just may not be a room for that.
And those are pointless anyway.
Yep. Done in here.
Just more walls for men to pee on.
Hey, I do not pee on walls. I might have peed on a wall and a floor. All right.
This is what we're using as our bathroom now.
This is our active bathroom now. Looks great. I love it. Let's don't change a thing.
No.
What? What do you want to do?
It's gotta be completely gutted.
Completely gutted? What?
Yes.
You kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Look at this. There is nothing, it is perfect. Look.
I've got to figure out another way to do a bathroom without tile.
Paint. Take all this beadboard out. We don't need beadboard in a bathroom. It just gets dirty around the edges.
We're not just...
This definitely comes out. Toilet's fine.
It all comes out.
The tile on the floor's fine.
It all comes out.
What?
It all comes out. There's too much going on in this bathroom.
Doesn't all need to come out.
Yes. And I can't stand tile.
You can't stand tile. Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I've got to figure out something else to do in a bathroom to get rid of all this tile, because this is what happens. The grout gets disgusting. The shower starts breaking down.
What?
The only thing that I have learned to love about this bathroom is the heater in the ceiling and the exhaust fan. And I've never wanted one of those before, but it has saved us since we've moved in because it's been so cold in here. And we don't have enough hot water. So
we are in a, this is a very contentious.
This whole backside is obviously we're confused about because we're not in agreement.
So what happens when you're not in agreement about a big project that you're needing to spend a lot of money on? It just drops way down the priority list. So we're going to use this bathroom until we get the other bathrooms done, and then we'll figure out what to do this one next. We may be so tired by the time we get all this crap finished that we never touch this one. Or we may. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, the color's definitely got to change.
Yeah, that's what I think. Take out some beadboard, change the color, and go with it. Is that everything on this? You got a Harry Potter closet here. There's no light in there, but it goes underneath the steps. That's where we'll put bad grandchildren. What? If they're bad, they get put into the back of the closet.
Can we just get one and see how it goes?
We need some grandkids. Maybe the kids can work on that while we're working on our house. All right, upstairs?
Yeah. Very short railings. Obviously not up to code at all.
But we're not changing
But
it.
we're not changing it.
We'll refinish this and it'll match the treads. But we'll keep everything that's white, will probably stay white.
Molly's room first.
So you can kind of see there's wallpaper everywhere up here. Now the reason I think this was a porch, I think this used to be the back of the house. There's a bedroom, a bedroom, a bedroom. I think this used to be the back of the house. You can see the entire ceiling was built sloped. They even framed this door.
And the floor slopes down this way.
And the floor is sloped.
Not because of anything, but just because we think the water just...
So I think that was a porch. I think there probably was a door right here. And I think there was a porch on the back side of the house, and they closed it in and put a bathroom in. And the plumbing runs through those chases in the bathroom we were just in downstairs, the master bath. There's a closet here. Let me run in here real quick. And our idea was we were going to... There's another room over here, which I'm using as an office. So it's a pretty big closet, and we didn't really need it. We're using it now just because we've changed our mind. We were not going to keep this. We were going to let that bathroom, which we'll talk about in a second, get bigger. And then there's a room over here with an office that we were going to basically just close this down.
Well, it was always going to have a hallway.
This was going to be a hallway
to a door
to access the room here, which right now you access through a bedroom. But I think we've decided we're not going to do any of that. And we're just going to keep our closet.
But I think we're still going to make this... Oh, we are?
Nope. Don't need 2 doors in that little room.
We're
we're actually going to... We're going to drill through, they're going to replace the HVAC in the attic for the upstairs, and they're going to come through here with 2 ducts, because none of this this was a porch, is why I think it's a porch. There's no ducting in any of this. So that bathroom right there has got to have heat in it.
And air.
Heat and air. And then this office next door has to have heat and air. So they're going to put some, and they're going to run ducts, poke them through the walls. And this room is fine. So I don't think I've decided I don't think we're going to do anything with this. Just leave it a cedar-lined closet.
That's news to me.
What were you thinking?
I thought we were keeping that part of the closet, not enlarging the bathroom, but putting a door there.
Yeah, let's go. We'll do my office in a minute and we'll talk about it.
But it doesn't have to be a shut door. It can just be a cased out walkway. You don't have to have an actual door on it. Or the door can open out into here and not taking up wall space in your office.
I just don't know that I need an extra door. It's 2 doors in a little room.
But you're walking through Molly's room if she happened to be here and you need to go in there and work. Alright, so this bathroom needs a lot of help because it's had a leak and the ceiling is dropping.
We don't know if it's a current leak. I don't think it is. But it's the oldest leak.
And the biggest.
I mean, you can see there's metal roof on everything. That's been there a while. I think this is prior to that. I've not run a hygrometer on it. But I'm going to have to gut that out and do some exploratory. The plumbing is about to get redone. So that's one of the big projects is we're going to redo all the plumbing in here like now. So we're going to have to rip the dining room ceiling out because I'm standing right above the dining room right now. Now we were thinking make this bigger.
But I don't think we need to. We just need to redo everything.
Because it's just like an extra bathroom.
And it has abilities to have a shower already.
Yeah, it's got like a shower. I think we're going to just keep the clawfoot tub for sure. We'll put new flooring in. And we'll make the clawfoot tub
and then just
shower.
Get a more substantial thing that makes it a shower.
Yeah, we'll replace all this with newer.
We just need stuff that's heavy duty.
That faucet doesn't look bad, but it'll all get replumbed. The toilet will stay there. We'll come up with a better sink situation.
Better floor situation.
Do the floors, obviously do cabinets or whatever we need. But I think... Alright, we ran an entire battery down. Camera got too hot from all the heated arguments. Are we done in here?
I can't remember what we left off on.
That we were done. Alright. 3 bedrooms. Well, let's talk about the floors up here.
This was all carpet.
So this was all covered in carpet. Every bedroom had carpet in it, and when we pulled the carpet up, it has the original floors, and they've almost all been painted. And
there's stuff from carpet we're hoping it doesn't have any bad stuff in it.
Yeah, that's like carpet adhesive, I think. So like if you go in this room, go ahead and go in here.
Hold on, but let's discuss this. This is where the this is where a door probably was.
It's gonna have to have some kind of threshold to finish. But what we're thinking is, we're gonna keep these floors. We're not going to cover them with
We're
anything.
just gonna fill in the screw holes.
We're gonna sand them down, get them ready, and either strip them and paint them, or just paint over what's here.
So like here, this is where they've taken up boards to put the electricity in.
So we'll fix that.
So there's just things like that.
But you can see, we need thresholds, and you can see in this room, this is a good example. They've painted it multiple times.
Except for the center of the floor.
The center is just original floor that looks like it's been painted as well. There's adhesive and all kind of stuff over everything. And that's in our bedroom as well, which we've not talked about our bedroom. But all the bedrooms are basically the same to-do list. It's paint the walls. Up here, it's change all the fixtures.
And it's the floors.
Fix the floors.
We probably want to, the mantles are beautiful. They just have so much paint on them.
So we'll
and
redo
I don't
that.
know if we can change the hearth or not, but things like that.
Both.
The hearth used to be much larger.
There's a fireplace here that used to go down into our bedroom.
And the hearth used to come out into the room.
And they've put tile in, so we'll probably, and the other one has tile as well, and neither of those look nice. So we'll definitely take all that up.
But I'm thinking, why wouldn't you just restore and pull the hearth all the way out to here like it used to
We
be?
might. The logs don't work. There's paper in the chimney. The chimney does not go out the roof.
The gas has been capped off.
Yeah, there's gas.
There's a gas line in there.
Yeah. There's gas that goes all the way up. There's gas that goes all the way up to the HVAC unit in the attic.
Capped it right there.
So it's not even hooked up. Those logs are not hooked up.
So
But each one of these rooms up here has a closet, and 2 of them have fireplaces. Other than that, it's just windows, and so I mean, basically, it's paint.
floors, paint.
Yep.
There obviously we need more furniture. We don't have enough furniture for the house. So they all had a bed for Christmas.
Same thing back here. This is the other. So like there was so much adhesive on this floor that when they came for Christmas, we actually covered it. But some of these floors are in pretty bad shape. Like if you step right here, there's boards that are loose. Same thing. Same thing. Windows. Lighting. We got to put that box spring in. There's a closet there that bumps out. Shades. Redo the mantle. Pull the logs out, replace those. It's not hooked up. I don't know if they make any kind of logs that can run in there without it actually having a chimney. Maybe there's some kind of ventless logs that can go in there.
They've obviously added tile at some point.
Which that does not look original at all. Mm-hmm. So we'll fix that. We'll probably just put the floors back in. I mean, at some point we may put the chimney back in. We may go in the attic. I haven't even been in the attic yet, but when they do the HVAC next week, I'm going to get up there and look around. I know that we have to put cross ties across in the framing. I'm sure we need insulation. Yep, 2 weeks. So I'm sure we'll have to put more insulation up there. And then I'll look at the chimney, but there's a metal roof on. When they put the metal roof on, they chopped the chimney and deleted it. We may bring the chimney back and pop it through. Sounds like a nightmare, but that's kind of the goal. Is we want to put the house back to and leave everything alone. Like I don't want to, like most of this stuff is original or really old, and we're just going to try to keep as much of it as we can. And then there's one more bedroom up here.
And it looks different than all the other ones.
So same thing, floor, we need a threshold.
This is the way this room was.
We didn't do anything to this room. So it's got, what's that, shiplap?
All ceiling, walls. It has the best closet.
Yeah, it's got a huge closet.
We know that we we don't mind the painted floors, they just need to be painted all one continuous color.
Blinds, I mean, motorized shades or whatever.
A great chandelier.
Emily likes the chandelier. I do not like the
I
chandelier.
cannot believe of all the chandeliers in this house, this is the one that you don't like. This is the prettiest one.
No.
Okay, well, it's staying.
That looks like something from, what, like 1982?
No. No.
All right. Well, I'm not. I don't care one way or the other. If you like it, we'll keep
It
it.
just needs light bulbs.
Yeah, we'll put some light bulbs in it. This one's got the attic space, so there'll be, that's the HVAC for the upstairs sits right here. And this roof does that. And I've got to put collar ties on those joists. That was the only thing the inspector really found from a framing standpoint.
But this is good. This is its own little thing.
Yeah. We're not going to do anything with that. Just leave it.
And then,
I'm not even sure what that is.
I don't even know what they would use that for. And then this massive closet.
Yeah.
It's massive.
So this is where they're going to poke through here and come down into that closet that we were in, and that's they're going to feed HVAC to that bathroom and this. This is my office. So this is what we were just talking about.
That this bedroom has these massive doors in it, and the other bedrooms do not.
I mean, this is probably should be the master. Now my office is, so this again, I think this used to be a porch.
But why was there a sink on the porch?
Well, when they finished the porch, like
they called this the laundry room.
Like that's the kitchen addition. This was the door that we were talking about, putting a door through there into that hallway. I just don't think we need it. Plus my comic books are in the way. What?
I know.
You don't love my comic books? People, I love my comic books. This room's perfect. I'm going to take the sink out. This is just a stand-up desk. I'm going to get a bigger, nicer, more period
Did you say
desk.
that the window used to go to floor to ceiling before they added the addition?
Yeah, this window used to be floor to ceiling. And then I guess that's the only way you can get into the attic space of the kitchen. But this is all going to come out. There used to be plumbing. So there's actually, if you looked in the dining room, there's a butt out where that's the chase where this plumbing used to run. We could probably delete that if we wanted to, but it might be more of a nightmare.
And obviously there's something going on with the ceiling over here too at some point.
This was leaking just like the bathroom, but it's not leaking anymore. The only thing wrong with this room right now is I'm running this little air cleaner because it smells, this is the only room that kind of smells musty, but it's just because there's no air moving. Yeah, it smells like an old closet. So I'm hoping once we get, I mean, they're going to poke through here with an air duct and start pumping heat and air into here because it gets kind of cold in here. But the beadboard actually doesn't bother me. It's all banged up. There was hooks on every wall.
I took all the hooks out, and then he came in and put more hooks
I don't want
in.
this to fall on me while I'm sitting at my desk. These are very heavy and very... And then this is the only window that was not...
That was what?
It was never replaced. They replaced every window in the house.
Wrong with it.
And this one has the original window with you can see the rope and the weights, and it has a storm window.
But we don't understand why they replaced every window in the house but this one.
Yeah. And the windows in the house are perfect. I mean, they're brand new, basically, and they're sealed up. So this window is probably going to have to be replaced. And I haven't decided. I'll either keep this and plug in all the holes, or...
What do you think's underneath there?
I don't know. It's fine. I'll just paint this room once we get it all. This is pretty low priority, I guess.
I just think you
We're
need a
gonna
rug
keep the
in
floors.
here. I just think you need a rug, and then we wouldn't even have to paint these floors. I kind of like it's the only one that's kind of like, it's good because it's all one colorish.
Yeah, I'm not going to change it.
Not one color, but one color tone.
Plus, I like this because, so there's our world travels. We used to be We used to have visions of traveling the world, but now we're living in a house, and we're going to fix up an old house. Things change quick around here, folks. You got to keep up. Dino rolls. So, yeah, this is command center right here. If you want to know where it all happens, it's right here. This seat is where it all happens. Right?
Yeah.
Hello?
We've run out of time.
We have not run out of time, so...
Sorry, I was just wrapping it up like Bob Vila does.
Yep, that's a good one. Do it.
Well, no, because you just said we haven't run out of time.
Bob Vila wraps his episodes up. He wraps them up. Wrap it up. Take us home.
We've run out of time this week. Join us next week when we...
Start a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I guess in 2 weeks.
Right now we're going to go fight about what we're going to do with that kitchen wall. We'll probably... I'm going to have a black eye before this is over with. All right, so the reason I wanted to film this is because I want to see in 4 years when we're done with all this is did we actually do...
4 years.
2 years? How fast do you want to do all this?
I can't do 4 years of
How long you want
not
to do
settled.
it? 1 year?
That would be awesome. I just don't think it's doable, especially if we're going to do stuff ourselves.
That's the other debate is how much are we going to do ourselves? I don't want to do much of anything. I'd like to find good people and get them to do it. But they're not going to do some of the stuff. Like they're not going to restore those steps. That's going to be hundreds of hours of just scraping and sanding, and nobody's going to do that. So that's kind of stuff. I'm a grunt worker guy. She's going to be busy picking out paint and all this mess, and then probably just hire people to do most of this. What would you like to be done with it? All in a year?
It won't work that way, though.
Could. Just depends on how much
But
money you want to throw at it.
no more than 2, I would hope.
And then
So
we
we
got to
can
go
enjoy it.
outside. That's another video. We're going to go around the outside. There's a whole nother outdoor project list and outdoor renovation list. We'll come back to that. That's too much for one video. I'm an outdoor person. That's my canvas.
My kid just died.
No. So I have a huge list outside.
But the best thing outside is come look out the window. We already have the playhouse for the kids. It's a smaller version of our house.
Yep, there's a little dollhouse and a shed.
That's ours.
And then that goes out of the kitchen. That's the porch for the kitchen. And then we're going to have this little side yard, which that's where a bunch of projects are going to be done. Big acre lot with lots of big old trees.
But
Very
the weird
exciting.
thing is, the house is called Oakview,
Yeah.
and Joey thinks that there might be one oak tree on the property.
There's literally one oak tree, and it's brand new. There was one on in the other side of the house, but they've topped it.
And
it was so
supposedly
big.
someone said that it used to be a dairy farm. There's a lot of unanswered questions about what it is and what it looked like.
I've never had a house that was named though.
No, it is named.
So it's Oak View, but it's on Walnut Street, and every tree in the yard is a maple. It's very bizarre.
So maybe one day, back in the day, it was just a field of nothing but oak trees.
Yeah, maybe. So follow along at Oak Maple Walnut View. Bye.